Hey friends, how's it going? It's Richard, and this video is why I have stopped making videos for now. Let's see, there are so many different ways this video can go. Let's start by answering the question or the statement I just made. Why have I stopped making videos for now? It's because life has been crazy. And I think that might have been obvious for many of you. Just going through a lot of challenges with my parents, mom and dad. I don't know how much detail can I go in here? Y'all know a lot about my dad because I talk about him. He has dementia. He's in assisted living care, stuff like that. He's having a hard time there. I visit him almost every single day. My mom, let's say she is delusional and has a lot of crazy ideas, such as thinking that I am a spy. I don't know how to say this. Like, I don't want to get into too much detail because it gets involved with other people. But I guess you can say my experience of it is I feel like I've felt a little bit hopeless. I just feel like there is no purpose to life, which I know is not necessarily true. We create our own purpose, but life has been challenging. So a few things I want to mention. So why am I making this video talking about how I haven't been making videos? So my rule of making videos right now while I'm going through this hard time is I will make a video when I feel like it's the right time to do it. And I wasn't going to make this video, but I was on the way to pick up my dad to bring him to church. And on the way, I stopped by to get to get breakfast. And, I went to the place near my house called Tropical Smoothie Cafe. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. It has my name on it. It says Richard. And I'm like, wait. I was drinking it as I was driving, and then later I'm like, wait, what the heck? There's something. It says something else. It says Richard, I love your videos. Right there. It says Richard, I love your videos. Smiley face. And thank you for the lady who wrote that. For me, that was enough to to make this video. I think that's super cool, right? I guess for me, it was kind of surprising. I'm like, oh shoot, like here I am trying to literally just turtle myself, like hide in my little turtle shell and escape and hope that people forget about me, and just hope that I just don't exist anymore. Because eventually that's what happens. Like if you hide long enough, people will eventually forget about you, and that was almost kind of my goal. Like I didn't want to post anything, because I don't know, I don't want to be seen anymore, or at least that's how I've been feeling. Um, I've always had this battle because I know deep down inside, when I make these videos, it's for you, it's for people who are struggling with their self-esteem, going through certain challenges that might be similar or they could resonate with the challenges that I'm going through. And I want to continue to give, but at the same time, it's like a balance. It's like I also have my own life in a way, and I gotta take care of my own needs, something like that. Um, Another thing is just like why I've been making videos is because I just felt like I wasn't being a good example, a good role model citizen of the world. Like I just felt like for the past few months, as I've mentioned in my previous videos, it's like I feel like a lot of my time, like I don't do anything. I've lost a lot of my positive habits. I had two like baby rack baby baby back rib burgers for dinner, like stuff like that's crazy. Like I'm sorry, like you probably have no idea what I'm saying because like this is like embarrassing for me to say, but like I was gonna eat like one burger, which is like already a burger for me is like that's bad enough. A baby back burger from Carl's Jr. is bad enough, but they had a buy one get one free coupon, and I'm like, screw it, I'm just gonna get two. And then I'm like, oh, let me get one for my mom. But I'm like, I think she already ate dinner, so I ate hers for her, and that's like 2,000 calories right there. Anyway, I'm just talking really fast, so hopefully you don't notice anything. But the more I talk fast and talk about this, it's just becoming more apparent that this is real life and the real life struggles of Richard. Okay, I'm glad I could get a little bit more comfortable with sharing embarrassing things about my life that's currently going on right now. Why why have I stopped making videos? I'm laughing right now, and it's because when I make videos, it brings joy, it brings connection. But I'll be real, like when I'm not making this video, life feels like it feels like it's shit. It sucks, like every single day, like I don't have purpose. I wake up in the morning, um I wake up in the morning. That's funny. Sorry. I'm laughing because I pretty much sleep all day, or play games, or waste my time. Like, I don't even want to call it a waste of time. It's like I do things because there is no purpose. Like, you know, here's some core thoughts I've had recently. Um like, seeing the struggles that I'm going through right now, in my mind I'm like, I don't know if this is true, or like I'm gonna agree with it, a few years from now. But in this moment, like, it's so clear to me. I'm like, I don't want kids. I just don't. Like, I don't. One, I don't want kids because I don't want them to have to go through the same struggles that I do. And number two, I don't want kids because I don't want that responsibility of all the responsibility. And then three, I think if I were dad, I'd do a pretty decent job. So those two things. I was gonna say, like, I'd be a crappy dad or whatever, but I disagree with that. I think if I were dad, I would do a pretty decent job, because of all the practice I've had taking care of my own dad right now. Okay, goodness, my videos are so random. This is perfect. I guess that's why it's entertaining and interesting sometimes. Okay, um, what do I want to talk about right now? Oh, other thoughts. So, whew, goodness. Another thing that I've been refraining from is I've been refraining from kind of the whole dating scene. I did go on a few dates, like a few weeks ago, actually, maybe a month ago or something like that, when I felt like I was getting my life back together a little bit, and that didn't work out, which was so cool. But for me, it was, I don't know, like, I just feel like this is interesting, man. All these things I talk about, uh, is like, I don't want. I'm going through so much crap right now that I don't want to put someone else through it. And at the same time, the way I'm representing myself in my life right now, like, I'm not putting my best foot forward. Therefore, I'm not attracting the right people if I were to date. So, I just feel like I need to work through whatever crap that I'm working through right now. And another reason why I have not been making videos, is because there's a part of me, I feel kind of sensitive. I feel like I'm my younger, immature self. It's like, um, I've fallen back into kind of poor habits, and mentally, like, I'm not like resilient and strong, like, when I'm on my A game, or even on my A minus or B plus game. I just feel like I don't check my YouTube. I very rarely check my YouTube comments, and if I do, I skim through them, because there's some videos with, like, there's some videos of mine that are kind of like blowing up, like around video game addiction and stuff like that, and I get a lot of haters, because once people start seeing a lot of views, they have a certain expectation of how your video should look like. As before, when it only has a few thousand views, all the comments were positive, which is funny. So haters gonna hate. But my point is, like, I don't know. It's just like, it's been hard to receive feedback recently, because I've been very, I don't know how you say it, like, sheltered. Like, one thing I've really noticed is, most recently, I don't want people telling me what to do. By the way, if you've messaged me and I have not responded, or if I haven't responded in like a few days or weeks, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. It's just like, I find it very challenging to respond to some messages, just because, like, I don't want to talk. I've just kind of been in my own little shell, and hope you don't take it personally, and hope this kind of explains why. But yeah, so that's kind of been my life in a nutshell. There's so much to talk about. There's so many different things I haven't even tapped into. Like, I feel like I'm only tapping into like 1%. That's, I'm sure it's more than 1%, but my point is, like, there's so many different things going on in my life that I just, I don't know how, like, I don't know how to, like, put it out there, in this moment just because it involves other people. And just know that like life is kind of crazy right now. And I like to make 10-minute videos because hopefully it tackles as many little things as possible going on in my life. Anyway, if you made it this far in the video, I just want to say thank you. I don't just say that just to say it. I say that because one thing when I make these videos, it's almost like I do it on purpose. But like one of the reasons I make videos so long is because only people who care enough to watch it are going to watch it. And I get it. Some people, they might care about me and they might only watch 9 minutes of it or 3 minutes of it, and that's cool. But if you made it this far, that probably means you care to some extent, or you're just entertained or something like that. But thank you for all the support out there. And one thing I want to mention, my friend Kimmy sent me this text message, and what does it say? Do I want to pull it up? Do I want to take the time to do that? Sure, I'll do it since I'm already there. So she sent me a text message, and I like this one. This was meaningful. It was, oh boy, come on, let's go. I know you don't have all day. It's coming, I promise. Where you at? There we go. This is what it says. Can you read that? It says, only those who care about you can hear when you're quiet. I like that. I'm like, dang, that hit home right there. I mean, sorry, I don't know why I pulled that up. It resonated with me. Okay, that's all. I guess my point, I'm going to shift away from me. I'm happy to shift away from me. I don't always like talking about myself, I promise. Sometimes when people are quiet, that's when, like something might be up. And it's like when people are quiet, people think everything's okay with them, or like they don't bother to dig in deeper with them. But for those who really care, I feel like you notice when people are quiet, and you take the time to notice that they're quiet. So Kimmy, thank you for that. And I don't know, I just feel like there's so many people out there that can kind of resonate. Like a lot of us, we have our challenges, and yeah, we have our challenges, and sometimes we're quiet about them. And I guess, what is my point? There's so many points I'm trying to make up off. I'm thinking too. My mind's processing too quickly that I'm not slowing down to really think about it. But, you know, uh, I'm gonna upload this video right now. But I'm sighing because I have this little bit of like, man, I wish I made this video, with more of a thought of you, or, you know, to be more supportive with you in the way of like, how does this video really serve you? How can you relate with this video? So I wish when I started talking, I thought more about you in a way, as opposed to just giving you an update about my life. But this is one of those skills that you kind of got to work on, if you want to influence people in a way. It's like, how do you put it into a you tense versus a me or I tense? Okay. Anyway, I'm not gonna lie, like, I still have in my mind, I'm still thinking, man, I wish I could have done this a little bit better. But it's okay. Like, part of life is, it's okay to not be perfect. So this is a video that I have. If you are watching on YouTube, I don't know if I'll see the comments because I've been kind of refraining from YouTube comments for now. But shoot me an email, richard@richardquo.com. I'm sure it's linked somewhere in my YouTube page if you missed that. And if you're on Facebook, comment. I'll probably see them on Facebook. Yeah, thanks for following, tuning in, and all that good stuff. So yeah, have a good one, and take care. Peace out. And when's the next time I'm going to upload a video? Yeah, whenever I feel like it. That's all. See you soon.